All right, I'm here with Peter Lavelle, host of RT's CrossTalk. And Peter, today we want your quick take on the caravan marching, moving, invading, seeking asylum, however you want to call it. It's heading towards the border. What is your quick take, Peter, on this very, very hot and divisive story?
Well, this is really just the politics of spectacle. That's really what it's all about. Look, I mean, having lost the Kavanaugh nomination process, they had to find something else. This is not the first time a caravan has been coming to the United States. But what we have now is this is a caravan made for camera, and it's made for the liberals. And it's bringing, again, what liberals do. They bring race into everything. If everything is about race, then nothing is about race. Okay? They're trying to turn the Trump administration into being bigots and isolationists and all this kind of nonsense, which is ridiculous. This is a border, an international border. Every country has the right, the obligation to protect their borders. Well, it's all about asylum. Is it really about asylum? 70% of these are able-bodied men, and then you put the children and the women in the front as some kind of shield? That's exactly what it is. Look at CNN's footage. Look at MSNBC. All right. I don't know who these people are. What war are they running from? What genocide are they running from?
What do you consider asylum, Peter? Like, you understand history, you understand these things. Strictly speaking, what is asylum when someone seeks asylum in any country?
I'll give you a group of people that desperately need it right now. Christians in Syria, Christians in Iraq. They're all suffering ethnic cleansing. We should have an intervention and bring those people out. They are in deadly fear of their lives and their communities. You know, it's not going to be very long, Alex, before all Christians are gone in the Middle East. And who lifted a finger? Who even whispered about asylum? Nobody on the left. Nobody on the left does that. No, they have their chosen group of people. No, look, the whole thing is about this. The asylum stuff is nonsense. Okay, be interviewed, but they're gaming the system for that as well. They're being told what to say, what story to give. There aren't enough judges to be able to process these people. I can't even imagine what the number is per judge. It's thousands and thousands of cases per one judge. Okay, they're gaming it, all right? And what they want, ultimately what they want, this is what the left wants. They've abandoned the middle class. They don't care about the middle class. They're deplorables. You don't like their values. Okay. And they want to replace the demographic. That's what they want to do. They want to fundamentally change the demographics of the country so they win. Or get rid of the electoral college too, just for icing on top of the cake. Okay. This is a power play. This has nothing to do about, humanity and giving comfort to people that are in misery. Yeah, well, I'm sure a lot of these people come from really shitty places, okay? And I would even be willing to admit the U.S. in its meddling in Central and South America doesn't help, all right? But if the way the liberals want to play this out, then everybody can just pack up and walk right in, okay? Is that that's essentially what it gets down to, open borders. Open borders.
Yeah. And
the middle class that the liberals hate, you're going to pay for it, folks. You will pay for that. And you don't get to vote on it, okay? This is what this is all about, okay? This is exactly what it's about. The liberals, they can't win under the current political system. They want to change everything, destroy institutions, and get their way. And for them, it will be democratic, okay? But they're bringing in voters. That's what it is. The Democrats, they're a party of the rich and the poor, and they have contempt for the middle classes that are under siege and voted for Donald Trump. And there's going to be no blue wave, okay? There probably is going to be no wave, okay? With the Democrats probably having a very slight majority. But who knows, okay? I've been saying for 2 years now, there's that secret Trump voter out there. Maybe 2, 3, 5% of the population that votes. They don't tell people how they really feel. That's one of the things that happened in 2016. Yeah. But this is, they blew it with Kavanaugh. They blew it with these weird, violent attacks. Okay. Very strange stories out there. And this is their trump card. Okay, it's a humanitarian crisis made for CNN and MSNBC, and they're milking it for all it's worth. And it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire against the liberals. People don't want this. And let's have a vote about it. Let's vote about these things. Let's vote about the destiny of the country. This is always unilateral, okay? And if you don't agree, you're a bad person, you're a bigot and a racist and misogynist and sexist.
Well, was it not Hillary Clinton that meddled in, or that was personally responsible for the coup in Nicaragua or Honduras? I forgot which.
Honduras. Yeah.
Right. Is that not ironic?
Yeah. I mean, look, what's really what I find galling about all of this? How much money does the United States spend every year protecting countless numbers of borders around the world? But they won't protect their own border. Why? What the hell's going on here?
That's the central issue.
Yeah, I mean, everyone else can have sovereignty, but not the people on the border with Mexico, okay? That's insane, okay? And it's a perversion of the asylum process. There are people. Look, the famous ship, and I don't remember what it was, 1934 or 35, something like that. The ship of Jews that came to the United States. They should have been let in. They were real refugees. They were forced out of their country. They had their property taken from them. They had I think even their citizenship taken away from them. Everything was taken from them. And living in that environment there, extreme, intense anti-Semitism. The writing was on the wall, and it happened, okay? Those people deserved it, all right? The people coming up here, I don't know who they are, what their gripe is, and how many of them have ID? How many of them fake IDs?
They want jobs. They want jobs. Is that not what they want? Better jobs.
Well, fine, but I think we should worry about American workers first. Let's worry about their problems first. Then we can maybe let some of these people in based on merit. It'd be a good idea if you spoke some English. Okay. Do you have any kind of work history, education? And forget this nonsense lottery system. I mean, that is insane. I mean, how many, I'm working for a drug cartel. Hey, I won the lottery. I'm going to America. I mean, that's ridiculous. All right. It's ridiculous. No, it should be based on merit. Look. At the end of the 19th century, beginning of the 20th century, the United States let in millions of people. Why? Because there was an immense need for workers, for brawn. Not necessarily brains, brawn. Industrialization. Hey, folks, we're in the post-industrial era. Now we're in the era of artificial intelligence. How many of these people can program something? Huh? I mean, this is ridiculous. We don't need this kind of labor now. We need some labor, we need some immigration, and it should be done legally and legally only. And I've said before, and I get a lot of arrows shot at me for this. If you build a wall, no families will be separated. Okay, they're gaming that as well. All right, gaming it as well. Build a wall and have some doors and have a process. Okay, and maybe collectively, Central and South America should build an entire barrack city on the southern border so people can wait and be processed, okay? Why should the American people have to pay for that? Why? They are not citizens. We have no obligation to them at all. They must prove asylum, and what they're doing is they're gaming it, they're rehearsing scripts. This is what they're doing. This is not what the law intended. Not in spirit and not in the way it's acted out. Okay, so this is a fraud, a complete fraud. As I started, politics is spectacle.
Well, what do you make of the two words caravan on the one side, which connotates something fun like a circus, a caravan, and on the other side, the word invasion? What do you make of these two words, Peter?
Well, I mean, obviously, it tells you what it gives an indication how you feel on the issue here. I mean. Look, I saw footage, when some of these people in the caravan were coming into Mexico. I mean, they broke down entry points into Mexico. I mean, they knocked down fences and things like this. These people are violent. Okay, some are at least. Okay, we need to find out who they are. All right. So, I mean, for me, the word invasion is appropriate because this has been an ongoing process, okay? Look, how did the Roman Empire fall? Did they lose militarily? Nope. They lost because people just walked in, okay, and destroyed it. And the empire did not defend itself. As a matter of fact, elements of the empire tried to subvert it, okay, and helping people get there for their own political interests, which, of course, at the end of the day, was against the empire as a whole, and it crumbled, not because of military defeat, okay? The United States, its demographics are being challenged here, and that has to be a political decision made by people. This is a democratic issue that people must vote on, and outsiders should not determine the demographic future of the United States. That's insane. It's stupid.
And so Republicans we're heading into the midterms 2-3 days away. Republicans are running on immigration and the economy, heavy on immigration. Trump is giving rallies in just about every single state that's contested state. And the Democrats are using healthcare and anti-Trump, and they're using the immigration against Trump. How do you think this is going to play out in 2-3 days?
Well, you and I have talked about it a long time ago. The Republicans and John McCain primarily subverted getting rid of Obamacare. Okay, so you're kind of treading water. Okay, because people are concerned about healthcare. The Republicans didn't follow through. Okay, now we have a half measure. You know, it's like a castle floating in the sky. No,
right.
You can go anywhere. Okay, on the immigration issue, I think that it's really quite clear. That's how Donald Trump won. Remember coming down the escalator? Okay, his rhetoric was raw. Okay. And we've all at least I've gotten used to it, okay? The left hasn't. This is about immigration. And if the Democrats think they're going to win on this issue, I think they're going to be sorely disappointed, okay? Because this is a third rail issue for a good part of the electorate.
Yeah, I agree. Peter Lavelle, host of RT's CrossTalk, thank you for your quick take on the Caravan. We'll call it that.
No, it's like we could call it a caravan or a political circus, okay?
Yeah. We call it caravan. If we say invasion, we might get demonetized. I don't know.
Watch your words,
yeah,
okay?
we need to.
Self-censor yourself, okay? That's the era we live in. Be careful what you say. You know, don't say what you think, okay? You might offend somebody.
Yeah, that's true. And that's why buying a t-shirt, donating to the links on Patreon and PayPal always helps us out, because you don't know when we do talk about sensitive subjects like this, you don't know what's going to happen because you have to be careful. In today's internet dominated tech world.
Yes, I call it the internet gulag.
The internet gulag. Yeah, you have to be careful. Free speech is frowned upon. Peter Lavelle, host of RT's CrossTalk. Thank you very much.
And we're going to be back for our Sunday.
That's right.
Super
Thank
chat.
you very much. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock Moscow time. That's +3 GMT. Right. We will have our live chat with Peter Lavelle and hopefully with Alexander Vickers. Till next time, guys. Take care. Bye.